right, my friends, today for our ELA practice lesson, I am on page PM 7.49 in our orange ELA practice book. Now this week we've studied a lot of words that have the sound air. One or some of those words have this letter pattern, EAR. But if you remember, we had some trouble thinking of those words. That's because most of the time, when you see EAR in a word, it doesn't make the sound air, it makes the sound ear. So it's kind of rare that EAR makes the air sound, like in wear or bear or tear. Those are pretty rare. Huh, that rhymed. But in this page, we're going to be focusing on the ear words with that letter pattern, as well as the letter pattern EER. So ear. That's the sound we're focusing on this page. So circle the word that completes the sentence and write it. Let's see, number 1. Rose got a bike this blank. Should we write Rose got a bike this year? Or Rose got a bike this sneer? Which one makes more sense? If you said year, you are correct. Go ahead and write it on the line. Now number 2. It has 3 blank. Which would fit there? It has 3 beards, or it has 3 gears. Well, I don't know anything that has 3 beards, right? And I know there are gears on a bicycle. It has to be gears. Go ahead and circle that and write it on the line. Now for number 3. It has a bell to ring while she blank. Would it be, it has a bell to ring while she ears, or it has a bell to ring while she steers? If you guessed steers, you are correct. Ears wouldn't make very much sense, right? But steers, she's got to steer her bicycle. Awesome. How about number 4? Look, there is a blank. Would it be look, there is a deer? Or look, there is a tear? I guess either one could work, but which one probably makes more sense? If you guessed deer, you are correct. Go ahead and circle it and write it on the line. And now number 5. Rose rings her bell for it to blank. Would it be Rose rings her bell for it to cheer? Or Rose rings her bell for it to hear? Well, if we're talking about a deer, it would probably hear her bell, right? So hear. Go ahead and circle it and write that on the line. Now moving on to page PM 7.50. This page is going to be all about writing in the future. So we've gone over future tense before with verbs, right? So we will say, I haven't done this yet, but I will. It's going to happen in the future. And there are a few different ways we can do that. We can say something like going to, right? I am going to go to the store later. Or we can say I will go to the store later. And we can even make contractions out of certain words like I'll. I'll is a contraction for I will. Remember, our contractions are when we take 2 words and we squish them together to make one word. So I'll means I will. We'll means we will. It'll means it will. And on and on and on. All right. So it looks like they gave us a few different options in our word bank, And we're going to choose from those options to fill in the blanks in this story. So let's get that started. I love reading about the past. My class is starting a history unit. We're going to learn about how people used to live. I blank talk to my great-grandmother. Let's see which one would fit there. We're going to talk to my great-grandmother. I am going to talk to my great-grandmother. I'll talk to my great-grandmother. I will talk to my great-grandmother. It'll talk to my great-grandmother. Or she's going to talk to my great-grandmother. Oh my goodness, only one sounded correct to me. I am going to talk to my great-grandmother. Once you've written that, go ahead and cross it out. She likes to tell me about when she was a little girl. Then blank report to the class. Let's see which one will fit there. Then we're going to report to the class. Then I'll report to the class. Then we'll report to the class. Then it'll report to the class. Or then she's going to report to the class. Well, a few of these could work in this case, but which one makes the most sense? Is my grandma or my great-grandma likely to be reporting to my class? No, right? So she's going to, would it make sense? Will and we're going to doesn't make sense. It's gotta be I'll, right? Then I'll report to the class. Go ahead and write it and cross it out. Don't forget your apostrophe because this one is a contraction. Let's keep going. Blank make a scrapbook of people's memories about the past. Would it be we'll make a scrapbook of people's memories about the past? It'll make a scrapbook of people's memories about the past? Or she's going to make a scrapbook of people's memories about the past? Once again, a couple could make sense there, but which one makes the most sense? Probably we'll, right? We'll make a scrapbook. The class will make a scrapbook of people's memories about the past. Go ahead and write it and cross it out. Blank be really interesting to read the scrapbook. Which one would make the most sense there? It'll be really interesting to read the scrapbook, or she's going to be really interesting to read the scrapbook? Probably it'll, right? It'll be really interesting to read that scrapbook. Go ahead and write it and cross it out. Maybe I can show it to my great-grandmother. Blank love our scrapbook with her memories in it. There's only one option left, but let's double check that it fits. She's going to love our scrapbook with her memories in it. That makes sense, right? She's going to love our scrapbook. So let's write that on the line and cross it out.